The world outside has vanished. For 3 days, a blizzard has battered the Icelandic highlands. Inside the longhouse, Einar and his daughter Astrid huddle near the central hearth, the air thick with wood smoke and simmering broth. The wind howls, shaking the turf walls, but inside, warmth and life persist. Old Bjorn, Einar's father, mends a fishing net by the fire, his hands steady from decades of winters. Astrid presses her ear to the wall, claiming to hear the sheep's heartbeats in the shelter next door. Einar smiles, child's fancy, but their lives are intertwined with their animals, all protected under one roof. The snow outside isn't a threat, it's a shield, burying the house almost to the eaves and insulating them from the deadly cold. The longhouse is a ship in a sea of white, built not to conquer winter, but to coexist with it. The Vikings who settled here didn't bring stone castles. They brought knowledge of the land and practical engineering. They built with earth, stone, and snow, turning the landscape itself into their greatest tool for survival. The cold is held at bay by the very substance of winter. Inside, the warmth of bodies and fire creates a pocket of life. This is not a battle, but a partnership with nature. The structure is a testament to adaptation, not defiance. Here, survival is an act of harmony with the elements. When Norse explorers reached Iceland, they found a land of fire and ice, short summers, brutal winters, and little timber. The birch forests were sparse. Survival demanded innovation. In Greenland, conditions were harsher still. Habitable land was scarce, and timber nearly non-existent. The Norse turned to the ground beneath their feet. Turf, dense with grass and soil, became their main building material. Turf was abundant, easy to harvest, and a superb insulator. The basic longhouse layout remained, but materials and methods changed. They sculpted shelters from the earth, blending architecture with landscape. Viking survival was rooted in pragmatism and adaptation, not tradition. Their settlements reveal a people who responded to the harshest environments with clever design and resourcefulness. They mastered thermal dynamics centuries before science explained it. Turf houses were marvels of insulation. Stone foundations supported thick turf walls, sometimes over a metre wide, layered for stability and warmth. Snow was welcomed, not cleared. It added a free, powerful layer of insulation. Fresh snow, mostly air, became a protective cocoon, keeping warmth in and wind out. In summer, turf roofs turned green. In winter, houses vanished into snowdrifts. Entrances were sunken, with double doors to block drafts. Inside, temperatures stayed livable, even during the fiercest blizzards. The Vikings engineered their homes to use winter's own weapons, earth and snow as shields. It was a dynamic, evolving architecture born of necessity. The Icelandic sagas offer glimpses of daily winter life, snowed-in journeys, livestock struggles, and survival tactics. Archaeology backs up these stories. Excavations reveal thick turf walls, stone foundations, and connected outbuildings for sheltering animals. Scientific analysis shows turf was carefully chosen and placed for maximum insulation. Repairs and modifications over generations reveal ongoing adaptation. Sagas tell of emergency shelters, digging into snowdrifts, or using natural overhangs to escape storms. Combined, the sagas and archaeology show a society with layered strategies for winter survival. Their homes and emergency tactics were both products of ingenuity. The Norse engineered not just buildings, but a way of life for the Arctic. For Vikings caught in a blizzard, survival meant escaping the wind. The solution: snow shelters, trenches or caves dug into drifts, just big enough to crawl inside. These spaces, blocked from the wind, could be much warmer than the lethal cold outside. Norse survival mirrored that of the Sami and Inuit. Snow is a building material. The igloo is iconic, but the principle is universal. Snow insulates, saves lives. Archaeological evidence is rare, but sagas and modern survival training confirm these techniques. Building a snow cave remains a vital Arctic skill. The Vikings were not just warriors, they were masters of wilderness survival. Viking survival depended on their livestock. Cattle, sheep and goats provided food and warmth. Animals were sheltered in byres, often attached to the main house or connected by passages. This design let farmers care for animals without braving storms. The animals' body heat helped warm the living quarters, saving precious fuel. Byres were built like longhouses, thick turf walls, sometimes dug into hillsides, snow piled high for insulation. Stone-paved sloped floors kept animals healthy. Archaeological finds, like the massive longhouse at Hofstadr, show the scale and importance of these shelters. Protecting livestock was as vital as protecting people. The system was symbiotic. Humans and animals survived together. Viking winter survival was about adaptation, not conquest. They embraced snow as a building material and designed homes that grew stronger with winter. Their approach, working with nature, remains relevant today. Modern science confirms what Vikings knew. Snow is a superb insulator. Arctic survival still relies on techniques the Norse would recognize. Their turf houses were sustainable, energy efficient, and built from local materials. The longhouse is a lesson in resilience. True strength comes from understanding and adapting to the environment. The image of a snow-buried longhouse is a symbol of human ingenuity. Vikings survived as engineers and architects, not just warriors. Their lessons endure, waiting to be rediscovered.